Hi everyone. I've decided I'm going to start a 10-part series to show you how to coupon. We'll break it down by topic. It'll be really simple. You can jot it down. You can comment me, ask me tons of questions. I really don't mind. Okay, so what we're really going to do is we're going to be starting off with changing the way that we shop. No more running to the market after work. I know it's really easy, it's convenient, it's great, but if you're trying to save up for a wedding, if you're trying to save up to finish renovating your house, I'm doing both, if you're trying to save up for a house, it's really going to cut into your budget, because if every time you go to the market, say you work 5 days a week, you go and spend $20 every time, that's $100 for nothing, right? Personally, I like shoes, so if I have a little leeway, I like to buy myself a nice pair of shoes every now and then. So I don't want to spend it on groceries. I have to feed my family, and I have to clean the house, so I have to buy, everyday items, but I just don't want to spend full price. Like, how come I go to Macy's and I wait for the sale? So it's kind of like the same thing, except you're doing it with food. It's a necessity. I want to spend money on the things that I want to spend money on, not on the things I have to buy. So if you can cut out, at least like in the beginning, try cutting out like 2 visits to the supermarket a week, and then gradually bring it down. If you start planning a little bit better, it makes the whole process so much simpler. The next thing is if you can try and do a weekly meal plan. I know it's hard, but just think of things that you typically make, and look at your circulars when they come in on Sunday. I'll go through all those steps later on, and how I break it down. But try and plan it out, and it'll save you at least 1 trip. If you can plan like 2 meals that week, you can save 1 trip to the market. It'll save you on gas, time, money, spending it every time you go there. Also, the other thing that I cut out was my BJ's and Costco card. I used to go all the time, stock up, and I always swore to myself I'm not going to buy $50 more. Wasn't going to spend more than $50 each time I walked in there. And every time that I came out, my bill was like $125. And I used a coupon here and there. Thought I was doing good, but you realize that when you coupon, you want to buy the smallest item. I know everyone out there is like, oh, come on, who wants, a box of cookies, or, like the smallest cleaning product. I can get the bigger one. But sometimes it's not worth it, because if you can get the smallest one for free, the unit price is still free. So your unit price is still going to be cheaper. And you'll learn that, I promise. Also, another thing that I've promised myself is never to run out of toilet paper. I always have boys all through the house, and I don't know, they just watch the toilet paper go down the toilet. It was always like the thing I had to run to the market for. So I promised myself I was not going to make unnecessary runs to the supermarket for toilet paper. And I don't, because I have this little game I like to play with Walgreens, and I'll show you that later on in the series. So I always get really cheap toilet paper, and I don't have to run out all the time for it. And so I want you guys to say goodbye to the old way you wanted to shop, and introduce coupons. At first, you're not going to be like amazing, but I promise you, I know watching the show, you're like, how do they know what they spent? Because I promise you, you will be hooked. The first time you can successfully extreme coupon, you will never forget what it came out to, what you got, and you're going to tell everybody who walks through your door. You're going to like be texting your girlfriends in the car, like, guess what I just left the store with? Tons of stuff. The other little trick is, it goes along with the meal planning, is cooking according to what's on sale. Like, if this week chicken is 40% off at the market, I'm going to stock up on chicken. That's one thing I don't really like to do. It's just me and my fiance and the poochie. So I don't really stock up like my freezer, except if it's like frozen veggies. But I shop according to what's on sale. So if chicken's on sale again, we'll eat chicken like 3-4 times that week. If pork's on sale, we'll eat it the same. You know, just be smart about it. You know. Also, visiting multiple stores to save 50 to 100%, I think is worth it. I mean, I have like a low gas mileage vehicle, but I'm realistic about it too. Like the Walgreens is a little further, so typically I stick to the 2 markets that I have here that are across the street from each other, and the Rite Aid. Not that Rite Aid's my favorite. Sometimes CVS has way better deals, so I'll take the drive, because what I'm saving adds up to more. You know, I'm not going to go to CVS though if I could just get one item for free. It has to be worth it. You're going to be shopping with coupons while products are on sale and stocking up while it's cheap or free. Now, the reason that couponers have a stockpile is if you need something, you're going to go spend whatever it is. Like, if you need Mr. Clean, and that week it's not on sale, well, you're still going to buy it for $5. So, you know, like, the reason you have a stockpile is because you stocked up on it while it was cheap or free. Like, my goal, like, when I was first starting out, was to get items home for less than $1. It would be like a game I played. What can I go into the supermarket and get for $1 or less? It was fun for me, anyway. I'm not really good at math, and it scares the hell out of me, which is why it took me so long to get it. But once you do, I'm telling you, it's super easy. I can do it, and I used to cry in high school all the time about math. And you're gonna eliminate, you know, your runs to the market, to the store. Listen, we all have to feed our families, but it shouldn't cost us as much as it does. Like, for 2 people, I used to spend, like, my grocery bill would be like $500 a month. And that's fine for when I had my old lifestyle. Okay. But with my new lifestyle, that was not something that was feasible. So I had to, like, really cut it down. And I still wanted to eat, like, meat every once in a while. I didn't want to eat pasta all the time when it really did come to that. So I understand if you guys are struggling, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. Everybody goes through it. Yes, okay, we can ask for help from our families and everything, but, like, really, like, for me, I felt so ashamed because I literally had it all. Why was I going to go start begging my parents, like, hey, I don't have grocery money? You know, it was mortifying for me to have to do. And I'm sure it's very hard to ask for help, and I completely understand. And that's why I want people to learn how to coupon, because it really is that simple. I know people think, oh, well, why are you going to buy 4 papers? 4 papers cost me $8, okay? I promise you, in one shopping trip, you will save $16. You have more than double the amount of what you save for what you spend for the papers. So I understand everybody has their own struggles. Whether it's you're struggling to survive in this economy, or you're struggling to, like, save up for something. Like, my fiance and I have been together for 12 years. And I have set the date. I'm not going to tell because I might jinx it. But it is within a year. So I have to save up for a very expensive wedding, and I have to do it. We said it, we're going to do it, final. Whatever it comes out to. The dress has been ordered, it is paid for, that's it. So I understand your struggles, and it shouldn't cost that much for feeding your families, even though things have gone up. And if you pull from your stockpile when things are so cheap and you got them so cheap, you won't feel guilty. You know, like, if the kids need something, kids need things. You just have to go get it. But I want you to not feel guilty for, like, giving into them sometimes, or because you know that at the end of the day you can feed them. And I want everyone to learn, because everybody has their struggles. I've managed in 6 months of doing this to lower our grocery bill to $200 a month. I know some people, like, can do it for way less, and God bless, good for you. I'm being realistic. I have hungry family members that come over all the time, so for me, $50 a week is what I spend on food, and everything else I allocate to, like, bills and, you know, all that fun stuff. So if you just stick along for the ride, I promise you I will teach you all you need to know and make this really simple. So if I've bombarded you with too much information, just let me know. I hope I didn't. And ask me any sorts of questions you have. If you have a budgeting question, I'll send you my spreadsheet that I use and we'll discuss this all. So hope you stick around for the ride. Thanks.